Hi and welcome to Sleeping Planet. Feminists have been allowed to push their agenda on all of Western society, and as a result, the West is falling apart. It's hurting men and also a lot of women. Now, what are the men saying? Well, some of the men are saying, we will go our own way. We don't want any part of this. They just check out. They leave society and go off living in their man caves. I've heard MGTOW saying that their goal is to make society crumble. Without men, nobody will be able to do the hard work necessary to keep society going. And when society has crumbled, they think that women will turn to them and then we will all be able to start over. I'm sorry, but that's just a fantasy, and a dangerous one at that. MGTOW just want to do their own thing, whatever that may be, and wait until the society around them falls apart. And then they want to start over again. Well, I wouldn't hold my breath. Chances are that the leaders will think of ways to get enough men to cooperate and to raise families and to do the hard work. Benefits, bribes, and threats do work, and politicians know how to manipulate people. After all, that's what they do for a living. Another possibility is that women will simply go to a sperm bank whenever they want to have children. In this case, the role of men would be reduced even further. And even if MGTOW do get their way, if the Western societies do collapse, it's very unlikely that women would suddenly just turn to men for salvation. When a society falls apart, there's usually a revolution, and the group of people who are the most determined to gain power is the one who ends up winning. If MGTOW just wait around for better times, then that isn't a real solution. The only thing that's going to make a difference is to become proactive, taking the initiative, fighting back. That's what men do, and I'm not trying to shame anybody by saying that. I'm just stating a basic fact. For the most part, it is men who take the initiative and get things done, becoming politically active, creating movements, debating, and convincing people. If MGTOW created a political party and that party would gain just 5%, it would still make a big difference. First of all, it would be in parliament, and that would provide a good platform to get the ideas out to the public. Also, there might be a situation where the biggest party needs the MGTOW party as a partner in order to form a ruling coalition. That would really be a game changer. So, how would a MGTOW government work? First of all, feminist media and all feminist organizations would be cut off from financing. In cases where the government is directly giving subsidies, that's an easy thing to do. In cases where corporations provide the financing, it would be a bit more difficult, but it would still be possible. If the corporations financing feminism also have some government contracts, the MGTOW government could just stop giving them any new contracts, or perhaps introducing a special tax on corporations that finance political movements. That would immediately stop the corporate funding. No more Soros-funded NGOs and other subversive institutions. All leaders and TV hosts who promote feminism would get the boot. Okay, this is getting fun. Let's continue. Next, changing the legal system. No one would get sentenced for rape without proper evidence. Simply accusing a man of rape is not proof of any crime. Of course, if rape was committed, there should be an investigation and the perpetrator should, of course, be punished. As for the punishment itself, there would be no special treatment for any particular group of men, such as, for example, in Sweden, where Muslim men get off more easily simply because no one wants to be considered a racist. That is just BS. All men are to be treated equally. No discrimination against white European men. Also, former wives do not get half of the husband's wealth if they didn't help to earn it. What's fair is fair. All policies concerning gender quotas would be made illegal. No more forcing private companies to hire people they don't want to hire or forcing political parties to have 50% women. No more of this insanity. If MGTOW want change, this is how it has to be done. There is an old saying, if you don't take an interest in politics, then politics will take an interest in you. Right now, MGTOW are giving up without a fight, and the enemy, the globalists, are just delighted. If they are not stopped, then Western men will soon be extinct. I'm not exaggerating. That's exactly what's going to happen. So the question is, are MGTOW ready to take action?